If you look at the Memorial Art Gallery and the reasons to come here, it's really a panoply. Art is really a way of individuals to engage more with the world around them, and I think you see that clearly in the kind of paintings, sculptures, and things at the Memorial Art Gallery.
I think it's an extraordinary institution that just allows us to develop in a lot of ways. It's an opportunity for social interaction. It's an opportunity to be in this beautiful place that has extraordinary art that just allows us to grow both intellectually and spiritually.
The Monet that is here in Rochester at the Memorial Art Gallery glows. It glows, it vibrates. I have seen this painting, I can't tell you how many times. I stood in front of that painting and wept the first time I ever saw it.
I love the Impressionists. It was such an important time in the history of art when they moved from the period of realism into a much more expressive form in the 1800s, and I find that transition to be fascinating.
Cities this size typically don't have the collection that this gallery has. Our family has traveled to Boston and to Buffalo and to Toronto to see Egyptian art exhibits, and this one that we have matches them all. The exhibit that they have produced here is exceptional. And not only does it have an incredible collection, but it has people here who are able to present it to the community and to children in a way that is not done in many cities.
We have two vessels in the collection. These are original works of art. There are no other like them in the world today. And when you realize that they were made at the same time that the Trojan War was going on, that human hands were creating these clay vessels at the time that Agamemnon lived and Odysseus lived and Helen of Troy, these are all fundamental historical, mythological foundations of Western civilization.
I think there's so many things that the Memorial Art Gallery has to offer to Rochester and does it in a world-class fashion. There are so many people who haven't had exposure to art, whether it's fine art or modern art. This organization and this place gives people the opportunity to see art, first-class art, world-class art, perhaps for the first time. This institution should be lauded for the kind of commitment it's made to this community. I think they just do an extraordinary job of bringing people to art and adding to the cultural vibrancy of Rochester.
In order to really have the full impact of a work of art, to fully understand it, to fully be impacted by it, you need to see it, you need to eyeball it, you need that one-to-one relationship. I know of nowhere in Western New York where you could go to more fully explore 5,000 years of the human condition, of the human journey.
We go from ancient Egypt and ancient Rome and Greece to very new contemporary pieces, to even an initiative in craft art, which is really important in Western New York. We also have an extraordinary staff at the gallery who continue to find the gallery a place that they're really proud of, that they want to bring out to the community, that they want to take the opportunity to show other people the things that are available here in the gallery.
We just don't hang the pictures and put a label up. We bring tens of thousands of school children into the gallery where they interact with staff and docents. We move out into the community, into the classroom, through various materials, documents, staff, and docents. We have an immediate impact on the educational process.
The creative workshop is very important to us. It's probably offers the best art classes any kid will ever get. They guide children there, but they don't tie them down.
During the creative workshop classes, the teachers will focus around a certain concept.
Anything that you can kind of put on this table right here is in a still life. We're going to look at a still life today. Hopefully we can find it that has bananas in it.
And then they will bring the children up to the gallery, either before or after, to see masks, and they might make masks downstairs, or to see different pastel techniques, and they will come up and study those.
Who said they liked bananas in the classroom? Now look at those bananas. Do those bananas look like they're brand new and fresh, or they look like they're getting a little old? Look at them. Yeah, there's some little brown parts in there, so you might want to squish them up, make banana bread out of them.
Memorial Art Gallery offers the opportunity to bring in exhibits such as the Degas exhibit, which brought people not only from this region but from all over the United States and around the world to see this extraordinary exhibit by this extraordinary artist.
We were in the parking lot and somebody from Toronto asked us how to get to one of the restaurants downtown. It brings people from everywhere. You know, families, relatives of friends I have who live in Boston came to see it.
They bring the art world into us, and in ways that we probably would never be able to do ourselves unless we were extraordinarily wealthy and had a lot of time on our hands.
We are a university museum, but we function quite differently than most other museums in the country in that we really function as a community museum. And we very much rely on support from the community to keep us running.
There's no question that the cultural assets of the state have faced some real challenges because the philanthropic community is not able to give in the ways that it had prior to September 11th. The national recession has had a huge impact on endowments. It's had a negative impact on the ability of governments to contribute.
County, state, and federal funding for cultural institutions is very scarce. Therefore, the Memorial Art Gallery needs to rely on local companies and local individuals more than ever for support.
Obviously, this is a difficult time for all cultural institutions. The Memorial Art Gallery is doing everything it can to sort of make ends meet. The university's continuing its support, but this really is a time when I think the membership and the members of the community that care about the culture of Rochester in the future have really an obligation to step forward as well.
It's a resource that if it were to go away, which it won't, it will never vanish off the face of the earth. But if it's less than strong, then our society is less than strong.
A dynamic city has a wonderful art museum and has a vibrant cultural core.
We believe the art gallery is a very important part of the richness of our community and the health and vitality of our community.
Rochester would not be what it is without the Memorial Art Gallery and without the people that contribute to it.